In every city, there's a street that people whisper about. A street where broken lives leave long shadows, where names disappear and souls become statistics. In this city, that street was Mercy Avenue, a name that promised kindness, but delivered anything except mercy. This is where his story begins, and where it almost ended. He was called Eli Cross, a quiet kid with fast legs and faster secrets. At 17, he wasn't running track anymore. He was running packages for men whose faces stayed in the dark. He knew the alleys better than the daylight. He knew which doors meant danger, and which windows watched without blinking. Eli didn't dream of college. He dreamed of surviving one more week. But survival always runs out, always. And for Eli, it ended on a cold Thursday night. When he reached a door he should have never knocked on. He had one simple rule: never open the package. That night he broke it, just to see why people were dying for it. Inside wasn't powder or pills. It was a phone, old, burned on the sides, still warm like someone had used it minutes before. Eli turned it on. Only one photo, one face, one woman, crying. Caption: "If you're seeing this, it's too late." Eli didn't understand, but someone else did. Someone watching him. A car engine turned on behind him. Slow, heavy, intentional. He ran, and for the first time, his legs weren't fast enough. They caught him under the Mercy Avenue Bridge. 3 men. But only one talked. A tall man, grey coat, eyes like frozen steel. "Where's the phone?" he asked. Calm, controlled, too calm. Eli lied. "I left it." The man smiled, not a human smile, a warning. "You opened it." Eli's blood froze. He didn't answer, but he didn't need to. The man leaned closer. "Do you want to live, Eli?" Eli didn't know this man, never told him his name, never saw him before tonight. But he nodded, and that's when the man said something Eli would never forget. "Then you'll finish her story." The woman in the photo was named Mara Reyes, a journalist, a fighter, someone who didn't fear monsters, until she uncovered one too big. She had spent months investigating the drug trade on Mercy Avenue. Eli's world, Eli's people, Eli's streets. She found corruption that climbed higher than anyone expected. Police, city council, even the company that owned half the buildings on Mercy Avenue. Her last message was supposed to expose everything, but instead, it ended up in Eli's hands, delivered by mistake, or maybe by fate. Now everyone was looking for the phone, corrupt cops, street bosses, and the man in the grey coat, who seemed to appear and disappear like smoke. Eli had one choice: finish what Mara started. He followed her notes, her recordings, her trail of danger. Every clue brought him deeper into a city that ate its weak, and Eli was exactly that. But something inside him changed. Maybe it was hearing her voice in those recordings. Maybe it was running from death so many times that he forgot how to fear it. By the time he reached the truth, he wasn't the same boy anymore. He was someone harder, quieter, focused. The truth was a warehouse, abandoned on the outside, alive on the inside. Inside, paperwork, money trails, names. Everything Mara died for and waiting for him, the grey coat man. But he wasn't there to kill Eli. He was there to finish the mission. He was Mara's protector, too late to save her, but just in time to save her story. Together, they uploaded everything, every file, every secret, every name. The city burned with truth that night, and Mercy Avenue would never be the same. But Eli didn't stay to watch. He walked away alone as the sun rose over the broken street. For the first time, Mercy Avenue looked bright. Maybe for him, maybe for everyone. Some stories end with death, some end with justice. But the rare ones, the powerful ones, end with change. And Eli Cross was no longer the runner of Mercy Avenue. He was the last man to carry her truth. He was the voice she lost, and he was the last ember of hope in a place made of ashes.